and welcome to the Creative Pixie podcast. This is my first podcast, so it's probably going to turn out really rubbish, but we'll see how we go. You can find me online at thecreativepixie.co.uk, on Instagram at JeanTheCreativePixie, and also on Twitter and Facebook if you're so inclined. Just to give you a wee bit of background about myself, my name is Jean. I'm married and a mother of 2 girls. I live in Belfast, Northern Ireland. I work full time, and during the evenings and the weekends is when I get to do my crafting. So my main interests are crochet and knitting and sewing and I also like to read as well. So I thought I would start off by showing you my works in progress. At the minute I am working on knitting some socks. I don't know if many of you are sock knitters out there. I got into sock knitting a few years ago through the Winwick Mum Sock Along. And knitting socks is always something that I've wanted to have a try at and thought it was really difficult. But going through the Sock Along Facebook group and also looking at online tutorials, I discovered that actually if you can knit and purl, you can knit socks. It's as easy as that. So anyway, so the socks I'm working on at the minute are found in here. This is a gorgeous little project bag I got from the Laughing Yaffle on Etsy. Gorgeous little birdie bag, and even has, look, little birdie charm as well. So inside my bag are these socks. I'm using this yarn is from Twisted Lemony on Etsy. I hope I've pronounced that right, probably not. This is self-striping sock yarn. So this is the first self-striping sock yarn I've used, so I'm actually quite excited to use this, and it's gorgeous. So I'm going to have black stripes, purple stripes, and a kind of speckle stripe as well. So I cast these on last night, and I've just got the rib done so far. And it's a 2x2 rib. I cast on 64 stitches, and I'm going to knit just plain vanilla socks, but this is the first time I'm going to try and do a true afterthought heel. So part of me is quite nervous about cutting into the knitting later on, but I'm taking these socks away on holiday with me, and I don't want to faff about with bringing a pattern book and doing gussets and heel flaps and so on. So I just want to just knit a straight tube, and that'll be really easy holiday knitting. So that's how far I've got. I've got a cat on the floor here who is showing interest in this yarn. So that's this project. I've looked up a few tutorials on YouTube and online, and I think I know how to do. I know from the tutorials, I know the theory behind doing an afterthought heel. I think it's going to be scary cutting in and doing that afterthought heel. So wish me luck. So that's that. My other work in progress is a cardigan. I am knitting this here. Ooh, the cat has just jumped on the table. I'll introduce her to you. Come here. Go, this is Flinny. Hello, Flinny. Flinny's little tabby. We've got 2 cats, so Flinny's the tabby, and we have Luna, who's a black and white. Right, so Norwegian fur. I got this pattern. I downloaded it from the loveknitting.com, and this is a great pattern actually because it does. You get 2 downloads, and it does from baby right up until 8 to 9 years old. So actually my baby pattern, I've scribbled all over it, so that's why I'm showing you the older pattern. So I'm doing this pattern because I have a little niece, and knitting baby clothes is quite a good introduction into knitting full-grown clothes. So, but I also wanted to try knitting a lacework pattern, and I thought there's no way I'm going to do one for myself if I can't even do a baby one. So I am doing a baby one, attempting that for the first time. So the good thing about this pattern is, if you can see, the pattern, the lacework is all at the top, and if you're working top down, that's the hard bit. Once you get over that, it's just plain garter stitch the rest of the way. So I am knitting this in James C. Brett Supreme, which is double knit. This is shade SNG21, and it's a really gorgeous soft kind of turquoise aqua kind of blue. Gorgeous. So this is the one my sister chose. I give her 2 options for colours, kind of reddy, pinky purpley one, or this one. So this is the one she chose. But my progress, I'm doing these on circular needles. Is this the far? So I've done all of this lace work, and the sleeve stitches are on stitch markers, which I will then pick up at a later date and do the sleeve. And I've done this far. I think I've got another 2 inches to do, maybe. No, that can't be right. Maybe 2 centimeters. So I'm almost done with that. So really excited, and it's actually it's a lot easier sewing on the circular needles. This is the first time I've used these Knit Pro Zings. I tell you, 3.75 millimeters. These were so sore to knit with when I first bought them. I don't know if it's a thing, breaking in knitting needles, but I tell you, I've broken these in. At the start they were so sharp and pointy and really difficult to sew with or knit with for any extended period of time, but now they're fine. I think I've blunted them down. So but yeah, so I really like sewing with circular needles because they seem to be easier on my wrists. I used to get a bit of wrist pain using just straights. I think I must have knit like this with straight needles before. I don't know, they must have, the length of them, and I don't know. So using the circulars has been a real game changer in my knitting life, because I tend to just knit like this and it's stopping my arms flapping about. I don't know, I must have been an energetic knitter, I don't know. So that's work in progress. I want to share with you a project that will be coming up, not yet though. This is the Hotel of Bees shawl. So this is a crochet project, sorry, not knitting. And I've seen lots of these on Instagram. They are gorgeous. So yeah, I want to try this crochet project this year. And I have a bit of a problem in that I don't know what yarn to use. In the pattern it suggests using Sheepy's Stonewashed, and I've seen pictures online and lots of people have used this, and they seem to have gone with the yellow jasper, the moonstone and the crystal quartz as suggested in the pattern. My concern is I don't know what Sheepy's Stonewashed feels like. So part of me is a bit reluctant to go out and order it online. I've been to a few wool shops and they don't stock it, so it has to be an online purchase. So really, if anyone out there in Tinterweb knows how soft it is or how scratchy it is, or please let me know in the comments below. Thank you. Yeah, I would really like to know, is it, because it's a cotton and, is it a cotton acrylic mix? It's something like that. But yes, I have no experience of this wool brand before, so I don't know if it's going to be nice and soft. Because it's a shawl, it needs to be kind of drapey, so I looked it up online. It seems to be a 4-ply, and so that does appear to give it the nice kind of drapiness, but it's the cotton component that concerns me, that I don't know if that might be too heavy or too rough. So yes, please let me know. So I think I'll probably I'll make a decision this week while I'm away on holiday, I think, and order some online. I am going to conclude this podcast, just make it a nice short one for today, because I really don't know what this is going to turn out like. I might share it on YouTube, I might not, but please let me know your thoughts on whether I should continue or not. Okay, thanks very much for tuning in today. If you want to get hold of me, on Instagram is probably going to be the best place, because I'm on there a lot. So my Instagram handle is Jean the Creative Pixie, and if you go on there, you'll see all sorts of photos of my knitting and crochet and things like that. So thank you very much, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.